Libra Rising, this is your monthly tarot reading for the month of March 2026, or whenever you see it. Got the manatee. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Acceptance. Just accept it. You're beautiful. Don't know where the fuck that came from. Anyway, how are you showing up this month? Who are you this month? King of Swords. All right. You've got good judgment, good logic. Five of Cups reverse. You're looking on the bright side. You're looking at the glass half full. Good. Good shit. All right. What do you value this month and how is that relevant? Justice reverse, Five of Cups, coins reverse, excuse me. You have an unfair situation that is not in your favor. And it's relevant because you want to feel accepted and loved and on the inside rather than the outside. You don't like being the injured party. You don't like being left out in the cold or fucked over or anything like that. Nine of Wands reversed at the base of the deck. It could have come about from a lack of boundaries, sure. We'll see. We'll see. So what needs to change for Libra rising in March? What are they seeking and needing to change? In Source's opinion, you do as you will. Six of Coins. Ooh, getting greedy. Ace of Cups, because it fills you up. It fills you up. Six of Swords at the base, but it keeps leading to crisis after crisis. It's just like when the going is good and everything is overflowing, it's just like, how much more can I take? There's some self-indulgence here, okay? And that self-indulgence has got to change because then it leads to shit, everything's fucked up. We got to get the hell out of here. Oh man, we're getting kicked out of our apartment. Oh God, I'm getting kicked out of my job. Oh my God, my partner's pissed off at me or like whatever, right? It's a self-indulgence. Very Libran of you. It's all right. We all have our things. So going overboard. So what's driving you this month? The Lover's reverse. Irreconcilable differences. Six of Wands. Embarrassment. Something fell on the fucking floor. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it was the Wands. The Wands. Uninspired. Failure. To spark a desire within yourself. To spark an idea. You knew that whatever situation that you were in wasn't going anywhere, leading to a little Six of Swords moment where you need to get the hell out. But it felt like a failure. It felt like an embarrassment. It was like, okay, well, the humbling thing was happening where it's like, okay, I am losing my job and because I overdid it and now things are falling apart in whatever way that may mean to you. And now I am desperate for cash. I overspent. And I have to humble myself and take a retarded job. Like I have to take up work doing something stupid. That's just an idea, right? But you didn't have an inspiration or a new idea of how to get yourself out of this situation in a timely manner. So you found yourself in a scramble. With the Eight of Swords reverse, it's like that takes time to dismantle. You're breaking yourself free from an entanglement or a long-term situation. It's like, okay, well, if I'm going to find a new place to live, first of all, I have to sell all my furniture. Then I'm going to have to, find a new place. I'm going to have to tour this. I'm going to have to, there's all these different steps. And because you didn't have the energy or the inspiration or the drive to take all those steps, now you're humbled because the situation has taken care of it for you. The time has come. The time has come. You're here now, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting and change it. You're not going to get what you wanted right now because the time was a long time ago to, find a more, equal and fair resolution to this issue. You saw it coming a while ago, but you're playing around and now you're fucking having to deal with the consequences. I'm so sorry. It's your bad news reader. I'm back. What do you need other courage to do? Finish it. The world. Bring it to a completion. And how would that be done? Let's ask. The Tower. The Hermit. The Sun. Big, big cards. This is a big opportunity for you, in fact, actually. You really have a lot of energy behind this situation to change your pattern of behavior forever. And here's how you do that. You lessen the shock by doing your research and putting your head down and foregoing your indulgences, foregoing your happiness temporarily. Because there's something here that you need to learn, both about yourself and about what you're dealing with. Whether that's relationships, living situations, work, life, family, whatever. There's something that you need to get smart about. And we saw here with the King of Swords, you're ready for that. You're ready for that. But you're a little too Pollyanna about your situation, trying to avoid facing the reality and stuff like that. But like you put yourself there and that's okay, you know. But now you have a huge opportunity to build on a firmer foundation going forward where this doesn't keep happening, where you're having to like scramble again and again to figure shit out and like get some more stability under your feet. Yeah, to bring it close to this cycle of this denial of self is gonna hurt. Strength reverse. You've been impatient. You haven't had self-control. And in this situation, like it's gonna hurt. But if you take your medicine, you won't have to do it again. What's a detail that you need to focus on right now that you might have missed if you didn't get this reading? What's a little detail that you can't miss? You need to see it. Page of Wands reversed. Your lack of communication and lack of outreach. Queen of Cups reversed. Because you're depressed, emotionally unstable, sad. Emotionally unstable and like it's leading to some sort of like lunacy here where it's like denial and limerence or the Pollyanna stuff. But how does that deal with the Nine of Cups? I think the dream that you're focusing on, the ideal, is at your detriment right now. Because you need to hold on, I need to pause this. I'm being distracted. It's a distraction, okay? But hold on, I need to pause. Okay, I've got it. You're distracting yourself with the fantasy, okay? And that is sapping you of all of your motivation and energy to attend to the situation that is at hand. Face reality, face what the situation is and accept it. Quit living in the fantasy land where you can magically find some way out of this, magically make everything better. It's going to go back to the land of milk and honey right away. No, it's not. You've got to eschew some of these distractions that you use to satiate yourself because you need that uncomfortableness to push through this. To push through this constant cycle of overindulgence and then falling on your face. And all these distractions, whether it's gaming, TV, scrolling, you know, my man's a Libra rising and he be playing disc golf like a motherfucker. And that dude, he uses it as a distraction and to his detriment. Okay. There's better things that he could be doing with his time if he really wanted to get himself out of this falling on his face over and over again cycle, you know, like okay, is there really something better I could be doing with my time right now that would be investing towards my future or getting myself out of the situation that I don't like, that, instead of extending it on, not just this one situation, but dooming it to repeat, is there something I could be doing to better with my time to make sure that I get out of this smoothly, quickly, and efficiently, and I don't have to go there again? Yes, sir. He's in there playing video games, which is fine. Like, listen, he's a good man, but like the distractions, it's a thing, and I do it too. I think we all do to some degree, but this is coming up in your reading because it's like, pay attention. This is the cause. If you wanted to know, you've got a good head on your shoulders. You're logical, you're fair, you're a positive person in general. Like you at least you've been able to build that for yourself recently, and that's great. But like, why am I not meeting my potential? Why is life not as easy as it could be? Why do I keep on getting flat on my face? This is why. This is why, because you're distracting yourself with frivolities for an instant gratification when you could be working more. I'm not saying don't do any of it, but you've got to lower the threshold of like, oh, I feel the least bit uncomfortable. I guess I'm going to go satiate myself. Or I feel uncomfortable. I guess I need to do something that has a tangible result in making sure I'm not in this situation ever again. Let's talk to a person in your life, Libra Rising, that has an effect on this situation. Seven of Cups, the delusion, the illusion, the choices, Three of Coins reversed. So, hanging out with the wrong crowd. There's someone around you that is also participating in this delusion. And you may notice that they're not being, hired for their skills and talents. No one's looking at them as a master of anything. They're working a dead end job. They're, barely making any money. They've got a lot of failed upstarts of like, oh, I'm going to do this. I've got this huge, big idea. And then they never master it and they never get anywhere with it. That's a reflection of you right now. And it doesn't have to be you. You've got what you need over here to progress in a way like this, if that's what you want. But like, your defenses are garbage. Like, your boundaries are garbage. And so being around people like this, it's bringing you down. It's not lifting you up. What's the secret? Knight of Coins, that unsteady money. That unsteady money and finances is at play here. Why is that? This is a secret to Libra Rising that they're about to find out right now. The Wheel of Fortune. You're never ready when the timing strikes. Wow. I learned about this recently in my own life, where it was like something I wanted for so long. I dreamed about it, hoped about it, lost faith, hoped again, lost faith over and over and over again. But once I finally did what was necessary, even though there was no hope for what I wanted, but I at least did what was necessary to make sure that if the opportunity arose, I could capitalize on it. And it was so fucking easy. It really was. Like, I'm not here to tell you got to work your ass off. Like, I don't know. It's a general reading, maybe, but like, it's just, no, it's way easier than you're making it out to be. I can pretty much guarantee that. As long as you stand ready to capitalize on an opportunity, you can't even imagine how different and how wonderful your life would be and how much closer you would be to the things that you're having to escape to forget about right now. You've got to be ready to capitalize on opportunities when they come around. Just because you can't make something happen right now doesn't mean it can't happen in the future. But you've got to have that emergency fund. You got to have that savings. You got to have that credit. You got to have that, like the whatever. I don't know, like whatever it is. I do feel it is about money though here with the Ace of Coins at the base. If you want to buy a house, your credit needs to be good, even if you're not in a position right now to do it. You can't just say, oh my God, all of a sudden I'm making a bunch of money. I'm going to go buy a house. Oh, wait, I have no credit. Like, where are you going to be now 6 months from now if you started to get your credit good then, and then, the job didn't turn out, or, I got all the money that I needed, but then I blew it because I was being self-indulgent because I was upset that I couldn't capitalize on a good opportunity. It's things like that, okay? What are you learning about right now? Page of Coins reversed. You ain't learning shit. No, sorry. Oh, yeah, that missed opportunity. Sure. What else? Page of Swords. Okay, you are learning, all right, but this is about the way that you use and harness your mind and your time and your thinking. You know, your logic and reasoning, and take control over it too. Get in control of your damn mind, Libra Rising. You got to get in control of that fucker, because if you don't, you're just going to continually go around seeking pleasure, seeking indulgence, seeking, like, oh, what I feel like right now, I'm going to do this. Like, it's not intuitionally led. I don't see any of those cards here. Okay. Some people can go through life like that. You're not there yet. You are thinking things that are like, oh, I just feel like it feels good, so it is good. Is it though? I mean, is it really serving the greater good for your life, for your purpose? You know what would feel a hell of a lot better than forgetting about your problems for a few hours? Doing something to make sure that they change forever. Damn, I didn't know this reading was going to go there, but it's so real. Okay. So, if you attend to all these things by the end of the month, where are you at? Three of Swords, you're healing a heartbreak. That embarrassment hurts. I know it. That getting kicked out of your situation hurts. Nine of Coins, you're still dependent though. You're still dependent. You haven't reached the zenith in 1 month, all right? This is going to take some fucking time. What else? What else does Libra Rising need to know about what they will achieve by the end of the month if they attend to what's in the cards? Two of Swords reversed. You'll be ready to make a decision. A very logical and sound one, based on information, based on logic, based on facts gathered, experience. Six of Swords. You know, it's going to be moving on to calmer waters again. And here we are. And you do manage to do that every time. But this time it's going to be about, it's going to be with a plan. It's going to be with a plan and logic in mind, instead of just, you know, flying ass first into whatever situation looks the most appealing. Yeah, I wouldn't count on whatever humbling and unpleasant situation you're facing right now to last for too long, but you must attend to reality, and you have to cut back on these self-indulgences here in this instant gratification mindset. Okay, what will you be contributing to the bigger circle of people who are watching? If you attend to the reading, the Hangman, they'll be introspective. Interesting. Five of Swords reversed. Not at all costs. No, we won't. And the Ten of Swords reversed. About their own self-defeating ways. It'll cause some introspection for people around you about how, you know, your testimony, right? Your testimony of how you could have had what you wanted so long ago if you would have just stopped being so self-indulgent, XYZ, right? You're going to have your own thing that you're struggling with, or many things if you're my person. But if you can overcome that and say, you know what, I put my head down, I accepted my situation, I humbled myself, and I got myself out of it, that it will really be a message to other people to also introspect about the ways that they aren't willing to do what it takes and what that means for their own lives. If you're willing to do what it takes with this, if you can take this opportunity. This is a great, great opportunity for you. I can't overstate that. You can end the cycle now. And yeah, all you have to do is be logical and set your self-indulgence aside. Just any bit that you can. I'm going to get a crow card. It's calling out to me. Caw, motherfucker. All right, what do you need to release? Okay, a great many things. King of Cups. That's like, oh, I'm so full of love. Everything's good. Ten of Wands. Oh, there could even be something that you signed up for, that you tied yourself to, and sense of responsibility. It could be something that is probably best to be like, I can't do this anymore. It's taking up too much of my time. I need to focus on getting myself to a more stable place in my life. Could have to do with something that you really enjoy, or maybe something with family. 8 of Cups reversed. Just leaving everything behind, hoping someone else cleans the mess up. No, you got your own mess to clean up. Ooh, 6 of Cups. Interesting. Leaving behind unconditional love for the time being. 7 of Wands at the base of the deck. You know, that share and share and like is for kids. No, I mean, it needs to go for the time being because you do give quite a lot of love to yourself, compassion to yourself, grace to yourself, and that has its time and place. But for right now, that you cannot be satisfied with just anything that you choose to do. You cannot say, oh, well, there's always tomorrow. No, the time is now. This is a critical moment in your life where you have a portal, basically, a opportunity. It's astrological. It's the timing, the wheel, all things that happen in all of our lives are based on different openings of potential for a lot of energy to come through. Will it come around again? Yeah, but it won't be this fucking strong. I can tell you from the astrology alone. And by then, there won't be much left to reconcile. Okay. It's like this is the best opportunity that you're going to get. And if you miss this, you can look forward to more of the same or even degrading conditions indefinitely. Okay. And I want to get you like a very clear like plan of action. I mean, I know I've already talked about it. You just need to stop being so self-indulgent and stop giving yourself a pass and stop letting yourself just continue doing whatever and being like, there's always tomorrow. No, the time is now. Okay. So Crow Oracle, give us some guidance and information. What does Libra Rising need to focus on to make sure they catch this portal and solve this for good? Teamwork. Teamwork. Interesting. Libra, teamwork. Crows have mastered teamwork. Mobbing is one example of how crows work together on a common goal. When an intruder or a predator enters their territory, the birds jump into orchestrated action. Each member of the group holds an advantageous position in fighting off the threat. Oh shit, we did see this. That's the advantageous position card. If the situation is a bit more complex or you can use an extra hand, teamwork will be the solution to finding success. Call upon your team, your family, or your friends to assist you when facing a challenge that requires more than you can comfortably handle. Teamwork strengthens bonds, creates positive memories, and reinforces an awareness that you are not alone. Look to the people around you. And again, we do see over here that there's not anyone, there's just illusion, and no one's trying to tap your people around you for work. But this is also like the 3 of Coins is definitely anti-teamwork. You're going to have to look outside of that immediate, like if this is like your partner, your best friend, or whoever they are, the closest person to you. Look around in a greater circle, at your new workplace and the crappy job that you had to get because you lost your job elsewhere, whatever it is, right? And just say, hey, I have this, this is what I'm able to provide. I think that it could help manage the situation in this way, but in order to really get it done, I'm needing someone who has this skill or that skill or whatever, and it's not even as like complex or obtuse as that either. Like it's more just like appreciate working together as a team towards a common goal. That's interesting. Like I wouldn't have thought that. I don't know. Hopefully this makes more sense to you, but this is like your way out of the disillusionment and the distractions and the feeling bad. So like satiating yourself, you can actually get a lot of joy and meaning and purpose right now and dealing with this unfortunate and shitty situation that you're in by being happy to be a part of a team. I guess that's some Libra shit. Sure. And you're part of a community, part of a team. Like that's where you can get a lot of satisfaction from right now. It can help you on your way. Help you with disengaging from the bad habits, the indulgent stuff. and get you to, give yourself some credit. Give yourself some credit, not too much though, motherfucker. Don't let yourself continue doing the same patterns that are going to land you in the shit. You know what they are. You know. King of Swords, you know. You're too smart for this shit. If you want to know why it keeps happening, it's because you're self-indulgent. What do you need to do right now to break that cycle of self-indulgence? Enjoy something that is available to you right now that is actually wholesome and productive, working together in a team. All right, let's get some advice for the Libra risings watching. From the Ascendant Masters, loved ones, and angels on the other side, straight from Source. Clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. Okay. Give your inner critic a vacation day and be kind to yourself. Never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. I mean, if I got you feeling bad about yourself by the end of this reading, I'm sorry. Like I am, but you've got to attend to the reality of who and what is responsible for your life. That gives you so much power. You're resilient. You're going to be fine. You're going to be more than fine, actually. Even in accepting failure. It's such an opportunity for empowerment, really. Clear your mental and physical clutter. Stop doom scrolling. Clean up your room. Clean up your house. Clean out your car. And even that is going to feel like a real achievement. Start building those neural pathways towards like achieving things that are productive and how good it feels. And you can start to rely on those when you're feeling bad rather than escapism. So Libra rising, I hope that helped, and I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. I do love many Libra risings in my life. They're all around me, and I all love them. I love them so dearly. I really, really do. So I hope you move through this smoothly and catch this ride onto new horizons and a new way of living that feels so much better. You do deserve it. You really do. And until I see you next time, bye-bye.